Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. Hope you like it and enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. Somalia, officially the Federal Republic of Somalia, Somali, Jamhuriyadda Federalka Somalia, Arabic, is a country in the Horn of Africa. The country is bordered by Ethiopia to the west, Djibouti to the northwest, the Gulf of Aden to the north, the Indian Ocean to the east, and Kenya to the southwest. Somalia has the longest coastline on Africa's mainland. Its terrain consists mainly of plateaus, plains, and highlands. Hot conditions prevail year-round, with periodic monsoon winds and irregular rainfall. Somalia has an estimated population of around 15 million, of which over 3.5 million live in the capital and largest city Mogadishu, and has been described as Africa's most culturally homogeneous country. Around 85% of its residents are ethnic Somalis, who have historically inhabited the country's north. Ethnic minorities are largely concentrated in the south. The official languages of Somalia are Somali and Arabic. 100% of people in the country are Muslims, the majority of them Sunni. In antiquity, Somalia was an important commercial center. It is among the most probable locations of the fabled ancient land of Punt. During the Middle Ages, several powerful Somali empires dominated the regional trade, were colonized by Italy. Britain. European colonists merged the tribal territories into two colonies, which were Italian Somaliland and the British Somaliland Protectorate. Meanwhile, in the interior, the dervishes led by Muhammad Abdullah Hassan engaged in a two-decade confrontation against Abyssinia, Italian Somaliland, and British Somaliland, and were finally defeated in the 1920 Somaliland campaign. Italy acquired full control of the northeastern, central, and southern parts of the area after successfully waging the campaign of the sultanates against the ruling Majeerteen Sultanate and Sultanate of Hobyo. In 1960, the two territories united to form the independent Somali Republic under a civilian government. The Supreme Revolutionary Council seized power in 1969 and established the Somali Democratic Republic, brutally attempting to squash the Somaliland War of Independence in the north of the country. The SRC subsequently collapsed 22 years later, in 1991, with the onset of the Somali Civil War, and Somaliland soon declared independence. During this period, most regions returned to customary and religious law. In the early 2000s, a number of interim federal administrations were created. The Transitional National Government, TNG, was established in 2000, followed by the formation of the Transitional Federal Government, TFG, in 2004, which re-established the Somali Armed Forces, 134, in 2006, with a US-backed Ethiopian intervention. The TFG assumed control of most of the nation's southern conflict zones from the newly formed Islamic Courts Union, ICU. The ICU subsequently splintered into more radical groups, such as Al-Shabaab, which battled the TFG and its AMISOM allies for control of the region. By mid-2012, the insurgents had lost most of the territory they had seized, and a search for more permanent democratic institutions began. A new provisional constitution was passed in August 2012, reforming Somalia as a federation. The same month, the federal government of Somalia was formed and a period of reconstruction began in Mogadishu. Somalia has maintained an informal economy mainly based on livestock, remittances from Somalis working abroad, and telecommunications. It is a member of the United Nations, the Arab League, African Union, Non-Aligned Movement, and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Prehistory. Neolithic rock art at the Los Gil complex depicting a longhorned cow. Somalia was likely one of the first lands to be settled by early humans due to its location. Hunter-gatherers who would later migrate out of Africa likely settled here before their migrations. During the Stone Age, the Doyan and Hargesan cultures flourished here. The oldest evidence of burial customs in the Horn of Africa comes from cemeteries in Somalia dating back to the 4th millennium BCE. The stone implements from the Jalelo site in the north were also characterized in 1909 as important artifacts demonstrating the archaeological universality during the Paleolithic between the East and the West. According to linguists, The first Afroasiatic-speaking populations arrived in the region during the ensuing Neolithic period from the family's proposed Urhimat, original homeland, in the Nile Valley, or the Near East. The Las Gil complex on the outskirts of Hargeisa in northwestern Somalia dates back approximately 5,000 years, and has rock art depicting both wild animals and decorated cows. Other cave paintings are found in the northern Dambulan region, which feature one of the earliest known depictions of a hunter on horseback. The rock art is dated to 1000 to 3000 BCE. Additionally, between the towns of Las Kori and El Ao in northern Somalia lies Karinhagain, the site of numerous cave paintings of both real and mythical animals. Each painting has an inscription below it, which collectively have been estimated to be around 2,500 years old. Waters. Main article, Islands of Somalia. Somalia has the longest coastline on the mainland of Africa, with a seaboard that stretches 3,333 kilometers, 2,071 miles. Its terrain consists mainly of plateaus, plains and highlands. The nation has a total area of 637,657 square kilometers, 246,201 square miles, of which constitutes land, with 10,320 square kilometers, 3,980 square miles, of water. Somalia's land boundaries extend to about 2,340 kilometers, 1,450 miles, 58 kilometers, 36 miles, of that is shared with Djibouti, 682 kilometers, 424 miles, with Kenya, and 1,626 kilometers, 1,010 miles, with Ethiopia. Its maritime claims include territorial waters of 200 nautical miles, 370 kilometers, 230 miles. Somalia has several islands and archipelagos on its coast, including the Bajuni Islands and the Saad ad-Din Archipelago, Sea Islands of Somalia. Somalia has two permanent rivers, the Juba and Shabeelle, both of which begin in the Ethiopian highlands. These rivers mainly flow southwards, with the Juba River entering the Indian Ocean at Kismayo. The Shabeelle River at one time apparently used to enter the sea near Merka, but now reaches a point just southwest of Mogadishu. After that, it consists of swamps and dry reaches before finally disappearing in the desert terrain east of Jilib, near the Juba River. Wildlife. Main article, Wildlife of Somalia. A camel in the northern mountains. Somalia contains a variety of mammals due to its geographical and climatic diversity. Wildlife still occurring includes cheetah, lion, reticulated giraffe, baboon, serval, elephant, bush pig, gazelle, ibex, kudu, dik-dik, oribi, Somali wild ass, reedbuck and Grevy's zebra, elephant shrew, rock hyrax, golden mole and antelope. It also has a large population of the dromedary camel, 189. Somalia is home to around 727 species of birds. Of these, 8 are endemic, 1 has been introduced by humans, and 1 is rare or accidental. 14 species are globally threatened. Bird species found exclusively in the country include the Somali pigeon. Tourism. Main article, Tourism in Somalia. Ancient cave paintings near Hargeisa. Somalia has a number of local attractions, consisting of historical sites, beaches, waterfalls, mountain ranges, and national parks. The tourist industry is regulated by the National Ministry of Tourism. The autonomous Puntland and Somaliland regions maintain their own tourism offices. The Somali Tourism Association, SOMTA, also provides consulting services from within the country on the national tourist industry. As of March 2015, the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife of the Southwest State announced that it is slated to establish additional game reserves and wildlife ranges. The United States government recommends travelers to not travel to Somalia. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more history.